some fruit. Processed gelatin dessert fresh. Plus 20 joy. Sure. I'll take free plus 20 joy. And port string. Yeah, look at all those sound indicators. Alright, we're out of here. This is a dog lover's house with way too many dogs. We don't want to get enmeshed in canine pack politics. So we'll just go across the street. Alarm? Nope, no alarm. Oh, we got it upstairs. Take advantage. Actually, we need a long string anyway. Yeah, let's do upstairs first. Some marbles. Radio. MP3 player. Bucket. I think that's it for up here. Let's just take off. Can't get in the shed. Okay, let's just turn on fast move mode, and we'll work our way south. So let's go here first. No, not worried about a goose. And we'll go here. And here. Alright, don't know what's coming up now. I haven't seen this area of the map. Yeah, I haven't found anything interesting in any of the houses lately. Oh, which basement? The possible auto dock basement. I'll hear a cyborg? Nope. Cyborg? Nope. That's a perfect setup. You guys are going to be nice enough to walk along the 150 move cost bench. 357 SIG jacketed hollow point ammo. Need any of that. Guess I should slap some healing on those body parts, huh? Don't need any of that. Uncooked hot dogs. Yeah. Not the one I wanted, unfortunately. We found 2 of these basements here in this challenge. So, safe basement to retreat to. That's good to know about, but we don't need it at the moment. Rollerblades. Fitted rollerblades. The eternal conundrum. Heelys or rollerblades? So there's a question for the audience. When you have a choice between Heelys and rollerblades, for those that are aware of the advantages and how to use them and all that, what is your typical choice? What do you gravitate towards? And does it matter about your build or your challenge? Or what do you go for? Mimdurian goes for the blades because of the highest speed rating. For those that don't know, Heelys, roller skates, and roller blades. Don't ever use skates. They're terrible. roller blades are the fastest. Heelys are the slowest. They all provide bonuses to movement rate, but the blades are the fastest. The downside between them is that rollerblades, in order to switch footwear, if you're going to go off a solid surface, you have to actually literally swap out footwear. You have to take off your rollerblades, put on your boots, and then continue moving. Heelys might actually be better now that I think about it. So let's grab these. I'm curious. So we did a test earlier where we activated the Heelys. Just the act of turning them on and off was costing 880 right there. 881 action points. That's basically 9 turns of movement for the enemy. That's huge. So the question now is it actually cheaper to just completely swap out the footwear? I mean, because that would negate one of the supposed advantages of Heelys. If it cost me less time and points to just swap out footwear, that's kind of ridiculous. So if we say wear, let's step away from the other clothing. We say where are you? Right there. 456. Oh, that's to wield. So I don't want to wield. I want to wear. So take off the Heelys. So that took 381. Wear the rollerblades. It's cheaper to swap footwear. Not a lot. It's what, 749? It's almost a full turn faster to completely swap out footwear than just to activate Heelys. Alright, I once again would like to register a complaint about the Heely design. I think it's outrageous that it's the least stable of all three. That just is absolutely stupid, and I wish I could convince somebody that is stupid. Have you ever seen Heelys? They're just wide, flat rollers on the bottoms. I mean, how the hell is that less stable than rollerblades? How? I don't understand the reasoning behind it. But for whatever reason, they have dictated that Heelys are the least stable platform of Heelys, rollerblades, and roller skates, meaning that you're more likely to get knocked on your ass while wearing Heelys than any of the other types. I cannot wrap my brain around it. It's completely stupid, and I just can't seem to talk anybody into changing it. Now, it's also faster to unlace rollerblades, or unlace Heelys, take them off, put on your rollerblades, lace them up, and that's a round quicker than just activating or deactivating Heelys. Yeah, well, I don't know the actual activation method. I don't know if you, like, bang on them or what the method is for Heelys. Do you actually take them off to deploy or undeploy the wheels? I'm not sure. I've never actually tried using them. That one thing I'm unsure of. But, I mean, could it possibly be more than literally swapping footwear? They have a button on the back. So, I mean, come on. It's a small thing, but it's a big pet peeve of mine, though, this whole Heely thing. Alright, well, there's my Heely rant once again. With a new wrinkle. I wasn't aware that the activation cost for Heelys now exceeds the cost to completely swap out footwear. That's yet another issue of major stupidity. Okay, but so yeah, I mean, rollerblades are the fastest, so notice here my cost to move is way low, 68 with rollerblades. On a flat surface like this, it's stupid fast. Now, the downside, if you're not aware, as soon as you go off-road, look at my cost, 206. So it's horrible on grass and uneven terrain of any kind. You get a massive savings on flat ground. You get a massive penalty on rough ground. So that's the trade-off. And if you wanted to switch, you had to completely take them off. Well, the benefit of the Heelys, the whole point of having Heelys, one of the main reasons you did it was because the Heelys, you didn't have to take off. You could just press the button to activate them and deactivate them. And that was one of its main benefits, because it's slower than both of the other two. So there's absolutely no benefit to Heelys over the rollerblades at this point, other than you don't have to carry 2 pieces of footwear. That's the only advantage it now still has. is that it keeps you from having to carry around 2 pieces of footwear. So, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Alright, so, yeah. Where Heelys activate. So my normal movement 128. Activate the Heelys, and we're down to 108. So we're saving 20 points of movement on flat ground by activating the Heelys. But this 800 and some point activation cost has got to go. That is wrong and ridiculous in comparison to completely swapping out the footwear. Is poor foot making it take longer? No, no. That's not part of that equation. All that does is increase the encumbrance. Alright, so yeah, another beef with poor Heelys. They shouldn't take anywhere near 880 action points to activate. Not especially, I mean, if swapping foot gear took 2,000, I'd be fine with it. But when swapping foot gear completely takes less action points or movement points than just pressing the button on the damn Heelys, that's wrong. That's wrong and stupid. Somebody go fix. More antiseptic. Don't need more antiseptic. Unless I find a katana, there's really not much I care about in these places. So let's keep moving. We're gonna try to make our way over to the hunting supply store. I need to make the if I make the home wrecker now, it's gonna put us overweight slightly, which isn't necessarily going to kill me, but it's not a great thing. Alright, give string. Got 7. Need 1 more. So we have string. What else did we need? The stick is on the ground there. I just need chunks of steel. Do we have metal down here I can bash up? We do. Activate. Oh, we'll go with a candle. Home wrecker. Candle, turn off. Alright, we have a home wrecker. 5 pounds overweight. So this is where I would have to decide. Do I... Oh, we can ditch the rollerblades. We'll just stick with the Heelys. I don't want to carry 2 different sets of footwear. That's the only reason I'm making that decision, because we're seriously inventory constrained in this particular run with no access to vehicles. We don't need that anymore. That gets us down to, hey, look at that, just under. Cool, that's all I need. Because we'll just, we'll take the home wrecker with us, we'll bash our way in, we'll drop the home wrecker, and we'll just make a new one somewhere else if we need one. I'm not going to lug it around with me. So, actually, do I have space for the home wrecker in the backpack? Not sure we can store that in the backpack. Nope. That means I have to play fiddly games with the home wrecker. That I'm not too excited about. Well, we'll avoid what we can. Alright, the home wrecker was pretty much the only other thing necessary for us to make the run. Hey, zombie. Oh, 3:15. We're getting the sun coming up. This is a problem. Alright, well, while we've got the vision advantage, let's make a quick beeline straight for the hunting supply store. Thought I was a little faster than that. The zombies following me pretty easily. Well, that works for me. It's got a house backing it, so great. That means we can just come down the street, hop in the house, go out the back, bash in the wall. The front entrance is going to be either here or here. If it's here, that's perfect, because the wall I want to go in is the side wall here. If the entrance is on this facing, then I need to wrap, or actually we can go in right next to the back door. So yeah, that's perfect. That arrangement works for me. Uh-oh. Maybe I need to kill this guy. Too many zombies in that area. Alright, let's kill a few zombies. Go for the kukri. Noise did not attract attention. Kill a few of these guys too. We got chainmail on, so we should be fairly immune to most of these guys. We'll get incidental hits on our head and our... Well, we've got a good head helmet as well. Head helmet. We've got a good helmet as well. But we'll get incidental hits on our hands and things like that. But for the most part, we should be largely immune to damage from these low-level zombies now that we've got the chainmail. Alright, let's take him out with a big ol' hefty home wrecker. Snapper zombie! Try to avoid... Whoops! That's the worst... Oh, damn it. I got my Heelys going. I'm getting knocked down by this child zombie. I can't hit a child zombie with a -2 to hit on a small, dodgy target. It'll just take me forever to land the blows with the child zombie constantly knocking me down. So that's annoying. And it's gonna get to me by the time I... Yeah, it should turn off. Oh! This is an outdoorsman store. Didn't even realize that was the outdoorsman store. Well, this has some potentially fun items. Bow stabilizer, rail-mounted crossbow, carbon fiber hunting bolts. Carbon fiber hunting bolts. So, unfortunately, we got screwed on the bolts. I hate bolts. Never use crossbows. I always use bows. But, you know, have fun opportunities. 20 carbon fiber hunting bolts, a hacksaw, a lappy top. So it's good. So it's one of the other few spots where you can possibly get the high-end bows and weapons. Why I kind of popped in here just to kind of show it off. There's a wooden crossbow, and the counter here can sometimes have something. Nope. Ah, it's a good spot. Even have a basement to hide in. What a serendipitous house hunting supply store location. You never get this lucky when it's like difficult. Game world. Nice little arcade basement. Okay, so there's the back door. We'll just go to this spot. Strength 10, no zombies in sight. The sound won't be so loud that we should attract much attention. It's only sound 11. We can see 11 in every direction, so we'll just swing away till the wall goes down. So we did get some extra zombies coming in. Alright, let's ditch the home wrecker, switch back to the kukri, kill a few zombies. We can go out the front door if things get scrappy. So here's one of the reasons you come to a hunting supply store, right here. Compound hunting bow, pistol crossbow, short bow, 2 wooden crossbows, carbon fiber hunting arrows. There's the good stuff. That's what I'm usually here for, other than the goggles. And then over here you've got shotguns and some rifles. AR-15, compound hunting bow, Mossberg, short bow, so good stuff. I don't particularly care about. Let's go see if we have the goggles. Come on, goggles. I am not seeing goggles so far. Get our stamina back. I think it's going to be a no. We're not going to get our goggles. Yeah, no goggles for us. Damn it. I was really hoping for goggles. It's about, at a guess, on standard 1.0 item drop settings, I think it's about 1 in 3 for finding night vision goggles at hunting supply stores. That's at a guess, given the number of them I've investigated over time. About 30%. I don't usually go more than 3 hunting stores without getting a hold of the goggles. No other buildings that I can see that I care about. Recycling center I'd be interested in normally for certain material and tools, and also the Zui Quan martial arts manual. We don't need such a thing. Guess I could just go back out the back. Head down through some houses, find a spot to hole up. We got a little bit of sleep, but we didn't get a full night's sleep. We're going to lose this vision bonus pretty soon, too. I don't care what's in there. Never found goggles in these crates. I don't know if it's possible. You found goggles in the crates? Cool. It's good to know it's on the list. Pry open the crate using your hiking backpack? Did we get a message like that? Oh, we did. Look at that. Using your hiking backpack 64 items / crowbar. It's just... the thing is too long. The message is too long now. It can't go all the way out to show you the full details. But it does look funny. Alright, where to go? I need to get a good look around. So I think I'll push south. It'll be sunlight fairly soon. I want to be in a position where I can get up on a roof and get a good look, get the map done. But I think it's just going to be residential. I think we've seen all of the potentially, quote-unquote, good locations. So, I think I'll just head outwards to, like, this house. This neighborhood. That way, if we can get up on the roof, we might be able to get a decent look around with our binoculars in the daylight. So, let's head out this way. Yeah, I feel kind of bad rolling around with this kind of a character in chainmail and a kukri against these poor early level zombies. Almost feel bad, but not quite. It's a pretty good little storage room. I'm still hoping to find cool basements. This is a little different than normal. Hey, look, more Heelys. Ski goggles. Tactical baton defense manual. A little odd. Oh, those are fitted Heelys. Hey, fitted Heelys. There we go. Save a little bit of encumbrance. Actually activate Heelys. Yeah, still costs the exact same amount, 881, regardless of whether it's fitted or not. Not a surprise. Whoops. Oh, which character sheets? What's the guess? I guessed completely wrong last time. We got 2 character sheets on the table. I'm gonna go with, what was it last time? It was like Warlock and, I forget the other one. I'm gonna go with, I think I picked Bard last time. I'm gonna go with Barbarian Thief. Barbarian Thief. That's my bet. We got, Cleric, and, I can't look at it that way. We got a Cleric. Are they both Clerics? Well, let me switch. Get items. I think they're the same. I think they're both Clerics. They must be the same since they're stacking. So we got 2 Clerics that time. Yep, 2 Clerics. So I guessed wrong. So this is kind of a weird arrangement for a basement. I think this is one of those double... Yeah, it's one of those double space locations. This one have an upstairs to go with the down. Football helmet. Yep, doesn't have upstairs. I really don't think I need upstairs. Other than the little bit better view around. Maybe we'll just hang out here. I should be able to easily get out of town from this location. Just hang out here until the sun comes up. Get the full look around. Maybe I'll climb up onto the tippy top of the roof. Antipsychotics. I don't see that too often in a house bathroom. There's the baseball we were looking for when we were trying to figure out how to train dodge training. Knee pads, briefcase, holy symbol. A rubber ducky. And sun deck. This doesn't have... Nah, this doesn't have a way for me to get up on the roof. I don't want to try climbing that to get up on the roof. Alright, 3:40. Shall we just spend some time here and then do a daytime breakout? Two hours? We'll see if the bad guy shows up. 5:40. Sure seems like it's light outside. That's not too exciting. I was hoping we'd have another mansion nearby. We've got a radio tower. Don't care, don't care. Actually, that's not good. To get to the radio tower, if I stay on the road, I have to go right past a trailer park with 1 million dogs. That would be a bad route. I'd have to go like straight across and then come diagonally down to avoid that. Evac shelter to the south. So nothing too fun. Yeah, NPCs. That's the for the Bone Seer or something at the cemetery. Yep, the Bone Seer. Bridget LaCroix, the Bone Seer. So that's a kind of a standard NPC nowadays. Cemetery. Yeah, nothing else at this town. So we've tested the bad guy showing up. He didn't, at least in our test, go upstairs. Let's spend some time in the basement. Let's see if we can get him to pop into the basement. So we'll just hang out right in the middle of the basement, see if he shows up. I'm not convinced he can. Hey, now I'm tired. That's funny. Alright, let's go get a blanket and a pillow and we'll sleep on the couch down here. We'll see if he shows up. We'll even leave the doors open for him. Let's activate. Oh, the Heelys are on. Alright, so the Heelys are on, so if he does show up, we'll get our maximum movement rate to leave. Hopefully he makes enough noise that we wake up. If he's gonna, we'll have some more butter. Can't get enough of the stuff. And a bacon. Oh, that's gonna be it. Full and hydrated. I'll just let my natural regen fix that hit point damage. Drop. Pillowcase. Blanket. Nah, no alarms. We'll see if we can get him to show up in the basement. I'm not sure how much time I need to give him. I don't want to spend a week down here, but... Okay, we're woken up, refreshed. Have a bacon, a yogurt, cheese, and I should have saved the sports drink. Oh, that's right, we got the punching bag down here. We can exercise to get tired whenever I want. Let's pop back upstairs, see if we catch sight of him anywhere local. Whoop, there he is. Hey there, Relentless Hulk, across the street. Alright, so he's in the area. Let's... Now that we know he's in the area, let's just pop back down to the basement. Wait. An hour. Wait. An hour. He's gonna show up right when I'm training. I was just training to make myself tired so I could sleep. Okay, let's go have some water. Oops, the water heater's upstairs, huh? I actually don't want to go upstairs. Alright, we'll just dip into our supply. Still thirsty. I got nothing else to drink down here. shredder. I don't want to go upstairs. I think he might be waiting for me upstairs, but the goal is to find out if he'll come down to the basement. We'll just be thirsty. Sleep. Yes. Alarm. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he can't transition Z levels. I mean, I can't say this is the end-all be-all of testing, but generally speaking, these kinds of situations, they're not able to do that. Just bad guys in general. See if we can track him down in the local area here again. Give me some more water. More butter. Have a drink out of the water heater. Satisfied and hydrated. Yeah, I'm not sure where he's hanging out. Probably just out of my line of sight somewhere, but where to go, where to go. Could just start working my way south, trying to find a new town. None of the towns that I know about are interesting in any way. I don't know where he's at. We spotted him like right over here. Went back inside, spent a bunch of time. He never came to me, unless he's like... I didn't hear any noises either, so if he was banging around out here, I would have heard noises. So I don't know. Better turn the Heelys off. We're gonna punch our way to victory. Kind of want to know where he's at. I think I'll stick around until I locate where he's at. Surprising, a little zombie presence here on the streets. There he is. Way up north. What the hell are you doing way up there? He moved from here to way the hell up there. That's almost out of reality bubble range. I was in this house, mostly on this step. 1, 2.5. I guess technically that's still in range. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've gotten to the point where I think I've found out everything about him that I needed to find out about him. We've done melee engagement, we've done ranged, we've done movement examples, we've checked his regen rate. We're getting a fair idea of how he moves around. They don't just drop him right in on top of you so far. I haven't seen that happen yet. Possibly if I had stayed in the mansion, that one room where he did arrive later. But every other time, well, I guess the other examples I've been switching Z levels, which I think renders him unable to see me or get to me. But if I stayed on the same Z level, I bet he would come Kool-Aid Manning through the door or wall or window and track me down. How do you deal with wasp bees early on? You run away from them. You be very careful to stay away. If you don't have that option, you use a gun before they get to you. If you don't have that option, you die and then you start a new character. That's pretty much your choices. I've been railing against the wasps for quite a while since they were first implemented. They're a relatively new change, and I've been complaining about them from the first day they were brought in. They have too many stacked advantages. They're ridiculously difficult compared to the horror of the rest of the apocalypse. They're like the #1 player killer anymore. There's way too many of them. They've got nests all over the place. They randomly show up every once in a while in different places. So they're way too numerous, and they're too fast, and they penetrate anything but power armor with their stings, and they poison you, and they're small and dodgy. It's just they have too many stacked advantages and bonuses. I wouldn't mind as much if they also obeyed the evolution rules, but no, it appears that the Cataclysm occurred, and then bam, 5 minutes later, every wasp in the world suddenly grew to pony size. So they don't follow any of the damn rules, and they're just ridiculously dangerous for how common they are in the game world. If they followed some kind of an evolution option like the zombies do, I wouldn't have as big of a problem with it, because at least the players would have a chance to get around and get kind of skilled or geared up or something before starting to encounter them. But they appear full and wholly formed into the game world with ridiculous stats, and I don't think they're a good addition to the game in their current form. So all I can do is keep complaining about it. I don't mind tough things being added. Happy for that to happen. But having something so common be in the world on day one, regardless of your world settings, and to be such an insane danger to the player is just kind of ridiculous. So, he's pushing the vehicle around, trying to get to me, apparently. He's probably not. He's just moving randomly. Oh, he just pushed it again. Got one closer. Oh, he just pushed it again. I'm watching the mini-map and seeing him shove this vehicle along. Wonder if he can shove it all the way into the pond. That'd be kind of cool. But, yeah, so I was talking about the Relentless Hulk here. I think I might be done with this particular challenge. I've learned everything that I needed to learn and demonstrated what I needed to demonstrate, so I understand the dangers. The guy's got issues with Z levels. He's easily avoidable, abusable by just using Z levels. So find a house, go up or downstairs, and you're probably pretty much safe. His movement rate's slightly slower than a Hulk. He's got high regen rate, which I expected. No special abilities other than a super punch and his ability to keep tracking you. So he's not really that hard. About the only other thing I'm kind of curious about is could you run him down with a vehicle? And I'm pretty sure the answer is easily, just from the stats and everything. So, but yeah, we could have killed him earlier in the evening. We had him dead. I just let him live so I could keep doing experiments. So yeah, he's dangerous, but I think I would need to combine him with some other portion of a challenge or in a harder game world. This kind of a super character in a default game world isn't gonna give enough of a challenge or enough of an interest, so I'd have to combine the hunted scenario, having him present, with something else that kind of leverages the uncertainty of when he might show up that would make things more interesting. Otherwise, just straight up, he's too easy to kill without putting restrictions on, like the wayward trait that I've got for myself in this one, or not abusing Z levels, or not just running him over with a car, first car you come across. So he's pretty easy to set up. I think it's likely you could probably kill him if you dropped some Molotovs. You might be able to do it. It kind of depends on a few things. But straight up melee fighting him, I'm not sure it's possible without like a Bionic Assassin character build, where you start out with something like a mono blade and high-end martial arts and all that kind of stuff. So I think he can be killed in melee, but without taking one of those kinds of characters right at the start, it would take quite a bit, I think, of mutations, CBMs, or other combos. But yeah, so I think I'm probably done with this one. I'm not interested in just continuing to move ahead of him. I know I can do that, and I know I can kill him and so on. So I'll probably wrap this one up this evening, and then have a brand new challenge on Monday ready to go. So, I'll have to think about what I'm going to do there. Were there any questions I didn't answer that other people are kind of curious about? I mean, I could. I'm just going to declare this one done. So let's take off the Wayfarer trait and spawn a vehicle. Just a car, nothing fancy. We'll make it undamaged. That's the extent of our advantage. Not sure I can clip him correctly with him being on the corner of that. Ah, he's moving that thing just right. Alright, let's reorder this. He's got himself kind of attached to that vehicle. I need him to come out from the edge of that vehicle. Alright, let's turn around. This is pretty much the last question I have, is can I smush him just by hitting him at speed? We're doing enough. Yeah, I mean, he's dead. So, I kind of figured that was going to be the case. Whee! Power slide. We even completely destroyed the corpse. I guess not. Damaged corpse. So, I was, before I did the challenge, I was sure that was going to be a possibility. Vehicles are just the most OP thing, period. Always have been. I'm not sure what they could do about it. But, yeah, I knew that was going to be the case. So, it's an interesting idea. I just think the execution, at least for players knowledgeable about the game, I don't think it's going to be all that tough. So, without some other kind of restrictions and all that. How bad did it mess up the car? I don't know. I didn't really care. I hit him way faster than I needed to. So, I mean, yeah, they put a pretty good hole in the vehicle. But, I mean, given the time frame you've got before he shows up, for any kind of an experienced player, it's pretty trivial to get a hold of a working vehicle. Just hop in a junker you don't care about, run him over, and that part's done, and then go about your business. So, it doesn't offer enough of interest that you have to deal with, I think, to make it a standard start. So, yeah, I think that's the last question I had. I don't think I'll be revisiting it. It's just, it's not really hard enough. It doesn't have enough, and I'm not talking about the stats of the enemy specifically. It's an interesting scenario idea, and I hope it continues to get worked on and developed. But it's not going to provide me with any real interesting decisions or consequences or anything like that without putting other negative either aspects on the character or other requirements. So, I cast Ram. Dodge Ram. So, let's go ahead and let's save quit out. I think we're going to wrap things up a little earlier this evening since I've run out of interesting things to do with this one. Talk of giving ability to dodge, teleport out of the way of vehicles. Yeah, if they could figure out a way of doing that. I'm not sure how they would go about it. Even if they... I don't know. There's a couple things that maybe could be done. I don't know if it would be worth it. So, some CBM's next challenge. I'm considering it. This would be a good time if anybody has requests for the next challenge. Just a real generic request, like focus on this or focus on that. The new CBM system and the Exodii sites and all that kind of stuff is definitely high on my list of ones I want to look at. I just don't know if enough has been implemented yet to catch my interest. I know there's been some additional changes to some of the lab stuff, and there's a pretty cool new lab section that's been added in that I kind of want to look at. And we only spent a little bit of time in the that new lab thing last time, so I don't know. I'm just not sure there's been enough implemented that I want to really dive into it yet. Maybe the new mutations. There are new mutations. I know there's been some kind of changes, but I haven't done a mutation or CBM heavy run for a little bit. Did you just suggest I go find an NPC? Hello, sir. Welcome to Vormithrax's channel, where we hate all things NPC related. Rabbit and frog. I can do a Kermit run? I can do a Kermit run? I'm still waiting for my pig run so I can do man-bear pig. I still can't do man-bear pig. How come we can get frogs and rabbits, but I can't talk anybody into doing a porcine mutation so I can do man-bear pig? I must do man-bear pig. One of these days. Yeah, I'll give it some thought. If you have any further suggestions or ideas or requests, feel free to hit me up on my Discord channel in the suggestions section, and I will review those. I usually review those before I pick one. But we'll probably swap back to a hard mode game world setting for the next one, for Monday's start. So look forward to that. I'll see what I can come up with and what kind of goals or other parts of the game we're going to explore. But for now, I think I'm going to wrap things up right here, call it an evening. I might be back in a little bit. I'm poking around with Medieval Dynasty. I'm not sure maybe I'll get some more time in that this evening after I go do some other things real quick and get some food. Otherwise, I'll probably do some tomorrow. So, hope to see you then. Have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out and supporting the channel. Stay safe out there. Actually, let me go check. Anybody on that I want to inflict you upon? No, nobody on that list. All right, have a great evening, everyone.